Hi, I'm Lisa from Lori's Country Cottage. Welcome to How Tuesday. Today, I'm going to show you how to turn this panel into this great applique product. So Lewis and Irene came out with 5 great panels of animals. There's the traditional cow that I did, a highland cow, a billy goat, a pig, and a rooster. I chose the cow and I decided to make him into a cushion. Watch how I do it. It was fast and fun.
All right, let's gather our supplies. You'll need a panel, of course, whichever one you like the best, some hot fix adhesive, a good pair of scissors for cutting, a marking pen, something that'll mark on the wrong side of the hot fix, but don't use a permanent marker. It might actually adhere to your fabric. I also used tracing paper, a pencil, and if you have a light box like the Caterpillar light box, you'll want to use that as well. I put my panel on the light box and traced the lines onto the tracing paper. I numbered my fabrics and then numbered my pieces and put those 2 numbers on each pattern piece. I followed the picture as far as where colors go, but I certainly didn't have to. Now you trace your pieces onto the fusible side of the hot fix. This is so that you don't reverse your pattern. You'll notice that I trace my pieces larger than they show. If it was an outside piece, I traced on the line. If it was an inside piece, I added a little bit. I would like them to overlap just a bit. There are 4 pieces that need to be cut out of larger pieces, 2 nostrils and 2 eyes. Cut the pieces out, leaving about 1/4 inch around your hot fix. And then lay them on the fabrics, using the best use of your fabrics. I fused all my pieces down on the appropriate fabric. Remember that hot fix takes a little extra time to fuse, so don't rush it. There's my traced cow. It's a great guide to help me make sure I had all of the pieces. When I was done, I had missed one. As I cut out my pieces, I laid them on the pattern. It helped me to figure out how they were layered. Once I had all the pieces, I peeled the backing off and placed the pieces. Now, even though I cut my pieces larger, you can still see some of those white lines. Next time, I would cut my pieces larger all the way around. When you place your pieces, pay careful attention to the layers. Here, the purple went down first, then the green, and then the orange on the ears. Then you can add the large yellow pieces under the eyes and the eyes pieces. Here he is. All of my pieces are on and I fused them down according to the directions for hot fix. Don't forget, use enough time. Now it's time to stitch. I put a stabilizer on the back. I use Totally Stable, but you can use any tearaway stabilizer. And I used a satin stitch and variegated thread. Make sure when you're stitching to cover any white lines that show. But here's a hint. When you're all done, if you still have a little bit of white showing, you can use a permanent marker and just touch it lightly and hide that white. Here's my cow all stitched. Now I carefully remove the Totally Stable from the back. I'm making a cushion, so it doesn't matter. I left those little pieces in there. Be careful when you're tearing away to be gentle with your stitching. I decided to make a cushion out of mine, so I squared it to 20 inches and used a 20-inch pillow form. Create your cushion by having an overlapped back. And here is my finished cushion.
Thanks for joining me for How Tuesday. I hope you'll pick up one of the panels and use your favorite one and make a project, or even take all 5 and make them into a quilt. It would be stunning.